Boruto.
Are we doing Boruto first?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Let's do Boruto first, I guess. This is we're starting with chapter 71. We didn't cover 70, but I remember what happened, so I'll give a quick recap. And basically, Shikamaru had offered Ada a place in Konoha in exchange for them not killing Amato and killing everybody in the village. So, that whole chapter was just kind of like a weird negotiation process for everyone there. Ada was genuinely considering staying in Konoha. Code was like, fuck, shit, no, stay, don't go, don't stay here. I'm fucked if you leave. But yeah, so it was that whole thing. Eventually Code basically forces a move on at some point where he pushes Amato through his weird belt portal thing, his claw marks. And Ada just goes with him and is just like, all right, I guess I'm leaving for now. And at that point, Amato is briefly tortured by Code briefly tortured before Amato sings the fucking secret words like a bird to like free Amato of his restriction. Not free Amato, free Code of his restrictions and give him his full unmitigated abilities. And at that point, it's important to note that at that moment, Code thought that he couldn't lose to anyone. He said it feels nice to that
is what he says.
Yeah, he says it feels nice to feel like you can't lose to nobody. So keep that in mind for what happens next. But yeah, at that point, he just turns over to Amato and is like, to thank you for freeing me. I guess I'm gonna kill you now. And that's where this chapter picks up. We have Code going in for the kill. And that's when Amato goes, Ada, a word. It's about Kawaki. And Ada stops Code in his tracks before he can deal the finishing blow. And she's like, yes, what about Kawaki? And Amato explains that Kawaki is, in fact, Amato's ace up his sleeve. He's kind of like a bargaining chip that he's using against Konoha, whether so they don't kill him or don't abandon him. And Code is like, ignore him. He's just bluffing. And she's like, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm talking to Amato right now. And Code is annoyed. He's just like, this is stupid. You're going to fucking buy his shit? And he's just like, I'm telling you not to interfere. So, Code is like, man, fuck you. I'm going to kill him anyway. He's on my retribution list. And man,
he's not trying to change his mind about that at all.
Yeah, that's when the fucking savagery happens. She calls upon Daemon. Daemon pulls up and just like holds like his mouth and his hand. He's like, hey, now don't get carried away. Code tries to counter against Daemon, but then the cuts appear on his head because, as we know, Daemon's ability kind of like reverses any, I guess, like killing blow that anybody would deal to him onto them as well. So I guess if in theory, if you want to kill him, you'll end up also killing yourself. So yeah, Code just gets away for a minute. He uses his claw marks, flies away. And Daemon tells him to come down here, chicken bastard. And it's like, goddamn.
Chicken bastard. That's what he called him.
Yo, this kid's a dog. So
right. This. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ada is just like, I'm warning you. If you end up being a fucking hindrance to us, I'll have you disposed. I love Code's reaction. He's like, a hindrance? Me? What the fuck is happening? I feel
you're kidding, right?
Yeah, Code must feel like he's taking crazy pills right now. He is so vexed. It's crazy. Amato starts talking his shit. He's like, do you not understand? Ada's got an invite from Konoha now. She has an opportunity to get close to Kawaki. If she keeps associating with you, she'll ruin this chance. How are you not a hindrance? Code loses it. He just runs towards straight Amato. And Daemon pulls up. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Force pushes him away, I guess. And Yeah, he basically is just like, if Big says don't, then stop doing it. Or else I'm gonna kill you, dude. And we cut back to Konoha briefly. Naruto gets basically briefed on the situation. Shikamaru informs him of the abilities of Ada, that you become enchanted by her no matter who you are. And Shikamaru mentions that, like, I don't know if she's a cyborg or what, but Amato mentioned before that there are cyborgs who were scrapped that were very much stronger than Jigen. So Ada is probably one of them. They also brief him on Daemon, who Code used to counter an attack of some sort. I remember that scene for the most part. And we cut over back to the battle between Code and Daemon.
Before you cut ahead, I'd like to point out that when the three of them learn about excuse me, guys. When they learn about Ada's ability of attraction, Naruto and Boruto are like, "Whoa, that's crazy!" But you see Sasuke in the background, just like, he's not fazed by it, because there's only one person he'll ever have a full love and attraction for, and that's the 7th Hokage, Naruto.
Yeah, he's like, I doubt it. I'll be on track.
He doesn't even love his daughter.
Yeah, he definitely does not.
Whatever. I don't know how she came to existence. Sakura got very lucky.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway. Yeah, Daemon is just standing between him and Ada, Code and Ada, and Code's like, "Yo, move your boy. He's acting weird. Your boy's acting weird.
Real weird. Something's
going on."
With you.
And Ada's like, "Well, I mean, let's call the whole thing off. Call it a day. Time to end this. Let's go our separate ways. Why don't we?" And Code's like, "No, but I love you from the bottom of my heart. Don't you still need my power?" And she's like, "Nah, I got Daemon. He's pretty strong. He's stronger than you."
Yeah, this little boy.
Yeah, this little boy is stronger than you. So at that point, Code takes that personally, and he's like, "Well, all right, Daemon, let's fucking go. Let's go, bro. Let's fucking do it, bro." And
Daemon's like, "What?"
He said, "You're losing it."
Can't believe it.
He said, "You're losing it, dude."
I like how he smiles because, like, they've been talking him up this whole time since he's been introduced, and we already know his power's crazy. He can reverse your attacks against you, but just the amount of swagger and confidence this child has, so it's cool. Like, all right, like, we about to see him try to back it up because Cole got his limiter unlocked and all of that now.
Yeah,
he said, remember what he said earlier, right?
Yeah, he's got like star defensive player energy. He said, "All right, let's go, bro. I love it."
Right.
So yeah, at that point, that's when Bug, the weird servant man that they have around, yells out that Daemon's ability only works when he's touching others with his hands. So he can't just do it. He needs to be touching someone in order to activate his ability. Yeah, he snitched big time. So he's like, "All right, cool. Now that Code knows, he could probably win now." So Code's like, "All right, bet." And he goes to attack, but Daemon just fucking stomps his ass, embarrasses him. He like,
oh man,
oof. I felt bad for Code. I was like, yikes, dude.
Bro, he says, "You said earlier that you felt like you couldn't lose to anyone," or something like that.
He said
that was hilarious. And
bro.
you know he was thinking about that. The fact that he had that on his mind still, like, oh yeah, when you said that shit, I wanted to check you on it. But we was in a situation. But now I'm gonna show you what time it is.
Yo.
I love it.
Yeah, so good. Kicks the shit out of him.
Yeah, Daemon just needs to destroy him.
Yeah, and he says, "You do seem stronger than Jigen, so neither Hokage or Uchiha should be trouble. But that's all. Who's second or third doesn't matter to number one. Me."
Yeah.
This kid's a beast, and I love it.
He is. And the old guy Buck, he's like, damn it.
It was like, oh my
Don't
god.
bark at nobody.
He said Code ain't shit, dude. Code fucking sucks. And he does. Code sucks.
He's got bite. It's just that Damon's way stronger.
Bro,
for no reason. What?
No. Code was talking mad shit about his ultimate form. How he was like, I would never lose to nobody if I got this form.
I feel like I can't lose to anybody.
Yo, he was so confident. He was so like, it's over for Konoha. I'll take that whole village down myself. It's done.
Konoha.
And
Konoha.
yeah, then he just got backed up by this little boy. And he teleports with Bug. Ada's like, running away? That's fine. I won't chase after you. But I can see everything. So if I have to, I'll find you and I'll kill you. And Code mentions that I have a mission to cultivate a divine tree and obtain its chakra fruit and become an Otsutsuki. So I'm gonna do that shit. And once I'm an Otsutsuki, your ability won't affect me, and then I'll know my real feelings towards you, whether I want to love you or kill you. Daemon immediately springs into action, tries to kick him one more time, but Code uses his claw marks to get away. And Ada turns over to Amato. He's like, damn, that was crazy how you pulled that off. Not only did you manage to survive that crisis, but you artfully managed to separate Code and I as well. And he's like, come on, you thought it would be a good opportunity to cut off Code. That's why you stood up for me. So, we were doing the same thing, basically. So Amato continues to explain that thing he said about Kawaki being the ace up his sleeve is no bluff. So he says that Kawaki has regained his karma and simultaneously inherited Ishiki's ability, so his powers are going to keep getting stronger and stronger. And as of right now, there's no one in Konoha who can fight Kawaki at this point.
What?
Yeah. There's nobody in Konoha who can take on Kawaki's power, including the Hokage. Except for me.
Not even Sasuke?
Not even Sasuke. Sasuke is down an eye. And
yeah, they're both nerfed. Yeah. They both got nerfed, so.
Yeah, they got nerfed big time.
Which I think was a smart. They did this whole thing smart.
Sure. I hate it.
Props.
I hate it, but it's smart.
Yeah, I love them. Don't get me wrong, but this is a great way to get the next generation involved. Like to keep kind of phasing out Naruto and Sasuke and buffing in the new guys.
But that's all I'm here for.
I think this is good.
I'm here for Naruto and Sasuke and Rock Lee. Anyway. So yeah. Amato mentions that he's also got he's got an ace up his sleeve. He's planted something inside Kawaki. He has a unique emergency shutdown command code that only he can use. And that's the big trump card he has. So basically, he's making the villages, not only Konoha, but the villages of the world, rely on him to keep Kawaki under control using this emergency shutdown command. And Ada's like, wow, you really are just profiting from a problem you created yourself. Pretty good. But he's like, why didn't you do that to begin with, though? You just put that in, but why didn't you originally have it? And it's because Jigen forbade it, because he was going to take over that body. So why would he want somebody to have a command code that would shut him down? But that's when she's like, well, Daemon's here, and he's pretty damn fucking strong, and he could probably beat Kawaki if he really tried. So, why do I need you? And he's like, well, you have a point, but the shutdown function is just insurance to protect my standing in the village, and his real objective is different. And Kawaki's karma is necessary to achieve this. And she tells him to spill it or she'll kill him. And he's like, well, I'll talk about it, but we have to go to Konoha because I also have to tell them what it is as well. So should you accept? You should accept Shikamaru's offer, because then you get to build a relationship with Konoha. And we'll be all good. We'll just have a home, and we'll be continuing our work. He mentions that he'll mediate the move to Konoha. And yeah, we don't know what Ada says, but I imagine she's going to say yeah. and then we cut to, I guess, outside of the village where Code has emerged, and Bug is like, "Why'd you bring me here?" He's like, "I was rescuing you. Did you want to die?" And he's like, "Man, I'm still in the goddamn crossfires here. I'm in it. I'm gonna have a shitty life now." But yeah, he's basically like, I hate Kawaki. He ruins everything. He takes everything I've ever wanted. The Ishiki power, the fucking Ada. I'll get him next time, Gadget. Next time. And that's when the chapter ends, basically. So, yeah. Josh, what did you think about Boruto?
This was, a lot happened. A lot, like, the plot really progressed between the last, like, 2-3 chapters. A lot of fighting, a lot of almost deaths, a lot of twists and turns. But overall, I kind of like how this has been resolved. How Ada and the boy and Amato, right? That's his name.
Yeah,
Amato. Right. They're gonna join the village, and I was just thinking how cool it would be if that kid went around fighting some of the other kids, like to try to get them stronger or something like that. But I'm not gonna count on that happening.
Yeah.
The child cyborg meaning. But yeah. Code's a little annoying. I mean, he is a psycho. Even Daemon called him a psycho, and he is. He's just crazy. He's kind of a stupid villain, but I'm not gonna put too much stock into that one way or another.
Yeah.
It was an okay chapter.
Yeah. Brian, what did you think?
I agree. Code is stupid. Code is. He kind of feels like a filler villain. He kind of feels like he's just there to be there. But everything else surrounding Code in this chapter is pretty good. I like the more intrigue parts of Naruto right now, of Boruto. When it comes to like outsmarting your opponent instead of just blasting them. I feel like having like anti-chakra enemies was a really good push for the series. Like it was a good way to like bring the series down to its roots, where it's more, grounded, and it gives more room for other people to be involved, not just blasty, oh, giant Megazord kind of shit. Now people have to actually like use their fists and use their brains and use their character to get out of situations. So, I don't think I've said it before, but I really fucking respect the Boruto manga. I really fucking respect this series for what it's doing with as a continuation of Naruto. Like it's kind of saved a lot of what the original Naruto was lacking towards the end. And I kind of hope that they just keep on going down this course where they bring in characters and have them actually do stuff, actually live up to their name. When was the last time we had Shikamaru doing something fucking cool? Like this is fucking awesome. And it's so cool to have people, trying to figure each other out, like a chess match, So give me more of this shit, man. I fucking love Boruto for what they're doing. But it's also a risk because a lot of this series' weight is held up by the former cast right now, just because a lot of the kids don't really have a lot fleshed out yet. So if they don't, get this shit figured out, they're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
So if
Kawaki's been holding it down, he's the strongest in the village.
Yeah, but we need more of the kids involved. We need like actual other characters.
Daemon's a kid.
I'm talking about
Kawaki's the second strongest.
I'm talking about in Konoha. I need to see more of like the other kids in other squads. That would be sick.
Yeah, like Metal Lee.
Yeah, like I want them to do Rock Lee justice and at least give his kid some shine.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you. Yeah, we don't watch the anime because I know there's like probably arcs revolved around these characters more in the anime because there's more content about this series in there. But
all this they have like filler for it and stuff.
I guess,
Yeah.
if you want to call it. It's
Yeah,
kind
they
of
do. Konohamaru has
Yes,
some really
I'm gonna
fucking
call it
awesome
that.
moments in the manga. I mean, in the anime too. Like some really well animated, cool shit.
Konohamaru?
Mhm.
Yeah, Konohamaru.
Nice.
Konohamaru is a lot more active in the anime. Like
Yeah, I've
20
seen it too.
times more active in the anime than in the manga. It's actually insane.
Yeah, I've seen that a little bit too.
No, that's dope.
Like he's
Yeah.
actually a character.
He has, I think he has like Azuma's like weird knife blade fist.
Yeah, he has a
Knuckles.
knife blade.
He
He
fights
has
with that.
Mm-hmm.
his Rasengan is fucking wild. Like just
Nice.
I need to see more of this stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I like because the anime of Boruto as well, even though it's not perfect like by any means, it does take some creative like differences, and it either adds to it or it doesn't. And for the most part, it's really fucking succeeded in doing some really cool shit that the manga didn't do. So I'd say check out the manga for the anime for specific things, you know, like big fights, that sort of stuff. There's some filler arcs that are kind of decent. I haven't watched them, but I've heard of them.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of the Boruto anime. But from what I see, they do like focus more on different characters in that, and you get more fleshed out like versions of characters in that than in the manga. But I don't know. Maybe someday I'll watch it. I actually really like this chapter a lot. I find myself like in and out on Boruto. You know what I mean? Like I'm like one day I'm like this is pretty great, and others I'm like all right, this is okay, I guess. I just it is like kind of jarring, you know, that this is this weird android saga to Boruto. I feel like where they're literally fighting cyborgs and robots and shit and aliens and whatnot. This very much
Don't forget
feels
Delta.
yeah. So you know, it is weird to see Boruto go through something of an identity crisis, I feel. But it's not.
No, this is Samurai 8's failures seeping through.
No. I think Boruto's
Because
solid.
it's space.
Maybe. I mean, it was space before Samurai 8 was technically.
Maybe there were Otsutsuki. There's an Otsutsuki planet in Samurai 8.
Maybe it's revealed to be like a prequel to Naruto in the end, just like Fire Force was apparently a prequel to Soul Eater.
Who would have known?
Yeah,
Not me, because I didn't watch the series.
it's solid.
I heard Fire Force was mid, though.
I wasn't crazy about it. I liked it, but you know, I wasn't like invested OD. You know, Soul Eater is better, I think. But that's neither here nor here. There. Back to my thoughts, I guess. I love the stuff with. I agree with Brian. I'm right there with you with the intrigue. The little Amato is like one of the newer characters that's like carrying the series. Him and Kawaki are really like kind of the most interesting of like the cast that aren't the original, the OG Naruto characters, I think. I'm hoping to get a little bit more out of Boruto. I feel like we've started to get underneath like the surface of his character a little more. But yeah, I like this chapter. I like how cool, you know, like it feels like it makes me interested to see what's next. The little teases that they give. I really want to know what Amato's real objective is with all of these robots that he's been making and the reinstating the karma within Kawaki. So I'm in, but you know, Boruto's a very up and down roller coaster for me for various reasons. But this was an upper. This was a pretty good one, and I really